Exclusive interviews, man. Get over here. Yeah, mate. Try to drag yourself so he can. Yeah, but listen, I'm feeling good. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm happy that
For a tremendous fighter, you're a big supporter of his. He wants to move up 3 weight classes and fight Canelo. What do you think?
He ain't gonna really work. I don't think that's a good idea.
Why?
I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it will overly him. I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea. People thought they was crazy like that before.
During a special visit to Terence Crawford's training camp, the boxing legend stopped by to meet Crawford and lend support as he prepared for his showdown with Canelo Alvarez. A longtime fan of Crawford, Tyson dropped in at the gym while Crawford was working with his coaching team, offering words of encouragement and guidance during the intense preparations. The former world heavyweight champion gave Crawford direct advice on boosting his punching power. You already have natural strength, but you've got to let your hands go. If you don't, it means nothing, Tyson told him. For Tyson, the key to devastating knockout power has always been his instinct to unleash punches without hesitation, a secret he believed Crawford needed to embrace.
crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. So let's not do that, Canelo.
You gotta wait and see. It's not long. It's not long.
What do you think Crawford has that maintains that voice?
Well, he's a great all-around fighter. He's been around and watching for years, and he's gonna do well.
Mike, is he great enough to move up 2 more divisions to fight Canelo at 168?
We're gonna see.
Any plans to visit Saudi Arabia?
Terence Crawford was seen in Riyadh training alongside Mike Tyson at Tyson's own boxing facility, just days before his press conference with Canelo Alvarez. In a show of respect and support, Tyson opened his gym to the Nebraska Warrior, giving Crawford the perfect environment to stay sharp, focused, and mentally prepared for the high-stakes showdown.
I think it's 50-50. 60-40, but he was doing which one? You think Crawford can stop him?
Crawford can stop anybody. I'm not saying he can. He's going to, but he can.
Beyond simply offering his gym, Mike Tyson personally joined Crawford in training sessions, sharing key tips and advice from his own legendary career.
Terence Crawford calling out Canelo.
I don't like that fight.
Why not?
I don't like that fight. It's just too much weight. He had a close fight with the last guy he fought, Terence, because this guy was big and he was awesome.
Crawford and his team of trainers have crafted a detailed game plan to overcome Canelo Alvarez. But Mike Tyson's biggest input has centered on punching power, making sure every shot Crawford throws carries real pain and damage. Staying in Saudi Arabia for several days before and after the press conference gave Crawford valuable time to absorb wisdom from one of the greatest boxing legends in history.
For the next big challenge?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm chasing Canelo. I think that's a broad statement. I just want the opportunity, to fight the best.
Terence Crawford touched down in Riyadh yesterday ahead of Friday's press conference, where he received a warm welcome at the airport. Fans gathered to snap photos as Crawford was greeted with flowers and presented with golden gifts, including a sword and gun. In a rare gesture, Turkey Alashik even invited both Crawford and Canelo Alvarez to share a meal together. Amid the formalities, Crawford carved out time to visit the Mike Tyson Boxing Club in Riyadh. With Tyson present, the undefeated champion seized the opportunity to train at the prestigious facility, keeping his focus locked on the ultimate goal.
Does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. I wouldn't be surprised if he loses. Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Earl Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happened. He might get hurt.
Turkey Alashik first shared the footage on Instagram, captioning it, "World Champion Terence Crawford training with the champions of the Mike Tyson Club." Soon after, Ring Magazine reposted the clip, adding, Terence Crawford puts in work at the Mike Tyson Boxing Club ahead of the first Canelo versus Crawford press conference in Riyadh. Catch the full news briefing live on Ring Socials. The blockbuster Canelo versus Crawford showdown is set to stream on Netflix until September 13th, live from Las Vegas.
I think he wants to make history.
It's a big fight.
Well, to make history is worth doing it.
Yeah, I think he wants to. Do you ever follow the WWE?
I love it.
The post quickly went viral, giving fans a rare behind-the-scenes look at Crawford's intense preparation. The footage shows Terence Crawford arriving at the Tyson gym, warmly greeting the staff and coaches before getting to work. Dressed in a red t-shirt, black shorts, red shoes, and white socks, the 41-year-old began his session with light stretching before stepping into the ring to shadowbox. He then strapped on black gloves, firing off sharp combinations on the heavy bag. Crawford also skipped rope, worked through core exercises, and took time to interact with fans and gym members. The session wrapped up with a group photo, capturing both his focus and the respectful energy he carried throughout the workout.
Your next fight, because if you fight this guy, you don't look good. The fans, I don't want. He's not gonna look good. One with this guy, you gotta constantly have fights that you know a fighter guy is gonna make you look good. The guy gotta pressure you or something. You know, this guy's running around. Crawford's not used to this kind of movement. And
Weird
stuff.
fit.
Yeah, it's awkward as a motherfucker.
You think are you ready? You think the world's ready for Crawford?
Given Crawford's unwavering dedication to his preparation, many fans are already convinced he will come out on top, even though he is yet to fight this year. One observer noted that while Crawford isn't as active in the ring as Canelo Alvarez, who recently defeated William Skull, his disciplined training regimen leaves little room for error. Alvarez, a proven 168-pound champion with an impressive track record at super middleweight, remains a formidable opponent. Still, others argue that Crawford's exceptional ring IQ and superior skill set could help him close the gap. Speaking to Ring magazine, Mike Tyson weighed in on the highly anticipated Canelo versus Crawford showdown.
What is the best finisher in boxing?
The best finisher?
Yes, in boxing. Name a finisher that's better than Bud.
There's a Russian monster named Better BF. If Better BF gets you hurt, nigga, what? Oh.
A few months time. You gotta wait and see. It's not long. You don't got long to wait.
What do you think Crawford has that maintains the choice?
Well, he's a great all-around fighter. He's been around and watching for years, and he's gonna do well.
Mike, is he great enough to move up 2 more divisions to fight Canelo at 168?
We're gonna see.
Mike Tyson, one of boxing's most iconic figures, offered his perspective on the upcoming clash. Though he reigned in the heavyweight division, Tyson broke down the fight with sharp insight. This is one of the best matchups boxing has seen in years. It's going to be an incredible fight night, Iron Mike began. He went on to examine both fighters' strengths and weaknesses, noting how their contrasting styles will make for a more calculated and explosive showdown. Tyson compared it more to a Canelo versus Bivol-type contest than Canelo's defensive chess match with Floyd Mayweather. At first, Tyson leaned toward Canelo Alvarez, citing his natural size advantage. Yet as he continued, he began pointing out Canelo's vulnerabilities, showing that even with a slight bias against Crawford, the undefeated champion might have the tools to turn tide.
Bud, who you like in this fight? Canelo. Why? Because Bud had to move up 3 classes?
Yes. And in the history of boxing, I've never seen anybody move up 2 classes and be successful.
Well, Roy did.
I mean, but not in one jump. Not in one.
Mike Tyson pointed out that Canelo Alvarez's weaknesses are worth keeping an eye on, particularly his conditioning and stamina. While Canelo is an elite boxer with dangerous knockout power, Tyson noted that he sometimes shows signs of fatigue in longer fights. He cited the Dimitri Bivol bout as a clear example, where Canelo's precision and punching power diminished in the later rounds. According to Tyson, this opens the door for opponents who can weather the early storm and capitalize on Alvarez's exhaustion down the stretch. In addition, Tyson highlighted that Canelo's defense can be inconsistent, with lapses in focus that leave him vulnerable to sharp counters and sustained defensive attacks.
Hey, Mike, Canelo Crawford. Crawford's in the building. Canelo fights this weekend. What do you think of that fight?
Where's the fight gonna be at?
Well, they say in Vegas, maybe in September, but Canelo's got to get through.
Tyson warned that this defensive inconsistency could be dangerous against fighters like Crawford, who thrive on precision and punishing mistakes. He added that Canelo's vulnerabilities extend to opponents with exceptional footwork and movement. History shows that Alvarez has struggled to track mobile fighters such as Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Plant, who used agility and angles to frustrate him. Canelo's style is more direct and power-driven, which can make it difficult for him to adjust to opponents who constantly move, create openings, and refuse to stay in one place.
Overrated? Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds.
Canelo's really good. Really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it. Canelo's really good.
Tyson also emphasized that Canelo's flat-footed style can put him at a disadvantage against opponents with quick feet and the ability to create angles. This was especially evident in his fight with Dimitri Bivol, where Canelo's more static stance slowed him down, allowing Bivol to beat him to the punch consistently. Fighters with strong jabs also pose problems, particularly those with longer reach or a jab-heavy strategy, as they can disrupt Canelo's rhythm and control the distance. While Alvarez remains one of the sport's most accomplished champions, Tyson stressed that these flaws are important to recognize for anyone preparing to face him.
I think Crawford too. I'm just, it's really a pick 'em fight. I just, I'm interested. I'm be happy in either way.
After discussing weaknesses, Mike Tyson turned his focus to Canelo Alvarez's strengths. He credited Canelo's success to a blend of elite skill, relentless dedication, and carefully tailored training. Tyson highlighted Alvarez's powerful punching, sharp counterattacks, and precise head and body movement as key weapons in his arsenal. He also noted Canelo's disciplined preparation, long-distance runs to build stamina, boxing-specific drills to sharpen technique, and intense sparring sessions designed to simulate the demands of fight night.
Best boxers in the town. We the best boxers ever playing, bro. We got Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, Bud Crawford. We the best. Stop playing. Who can beat us? Nobody. Stop playing. We got Mike Tyson right here.
Canelo's team carefully selects sparring partners who replicate the style and physical attributes of his upcoming opponents, allowing him to sharpen his skills and build confidence before fight night. This meticulous approach to preparation has enabled him to adapt across multiple fighting styles and weight divisions, making him one of the most formidable opponents in the sport. His success is rooted in relentless dedication to his craft, constantly evolving, refining his abilities, and finding new ways to stay ahead of the competition. Canelo has consistently demonstrated an unshakable passion for boxing, always pushing himself to new heights.
When they say that Crawford can beat Canelo, no problem. I mean, I respect that. But I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch.
Another key factor in Canelo's success is his mental toughness. He has repeatedly shown resilience in the face of adversity, learning from setbacks and using them as fuel to grow stronger. Whether it's overcoming difficult opponents or carrying the pressure of being a champion, Canelo's mindset has kept him sharp and motivated. His rise to the top has been built on a blend of physical talent, disciplined planning, and unshakable determination. With multiple world titles across 4 weight divisions, Alvarez has carved out a record-breaking career. When asked about the potential clash, former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson voiced his concerns, pointing to the weight gap between the two fighters as a decisive factor. Speaking on the It Is What It Is podcast, Tyson stressed that the significant size disparity between Canelo and Crawford could play a major role in the outcome.
Think about Terence Crawford calling out Canelo.
You know, I don't like that fight.
Why not?
I don't like that fight. It's just too much weight. You know, and
"You know, I hate that fight. I hate that fight for him," Tyson admitted, pointing to the weight gap as a major concern. "The difference is just too much. It's a lot of weight," he explained. Tyson reinforced his point by recalling Crawford's August 2024 bout against Israel Madrimov, when Crawford moved up to 154 pounds after previously holding the welterweight title. Since 2016, Crawford has gradually climbed divisions, but facing Canelo would mean jumping up yet another 2 weight classes. For Tyson, that's a dangerous step, and he made it clear Crawford shouldn't be fighting that guy.
There you go.
Although Tyson initially criticized the idea of Crawford moving up to face Canelo, a daunting task for the 37-year-old, he later softened his stance, insisting that size isn't everything. Size means nothing. Some men have beaten much bigger opponents, 2 divisions above them, Tyson said. He pointed to Henry Armstrong as an example, noting how the featherweight legend captured the welterweight crown at just 130 pounds and even battled the middleweight champion to a draw. "It's not impossible," Tyson added. "Size means nothing, but determination means everything."
Best boxers in the town. We the best boxers out playing, bro. We got Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, Bud Crawford. We the best. Stop playing. Who can beat us? Nobody. Stop playing. We got Mike Tyson right here.
Signs of Iron Mike Tyson shifting his stance appeared earlier when he agreed with Keyshawn Davis's bold statement about Crawford and Shakur Stevenson remaining undefeated. The moment took place on the Fatal Fury card, the same night Rolando "Raleigh" Romero claimed victory over Ryan Garcia in Times Square, New York. Celebrating in the streets of Manhattan, an ecstatic Davis shouted, "No one can beat us. We're the best fighters." A declaration he included himself, Shakur, and Crawford in. Tyson backed the remark, acknowledging that Crawford was about to face the toughest challenge of his career, but sharing in the confidence and excitement of the moment. "It'll be a success," Iron Mike said.
Canelo did what he had to do to get the victory.
What do you want next? It seems like that's going to be the fight. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, the biggest fight in boxing.
Well, Canelo's the face of boxing. He's the best fighter for Terence Crawford out there. He's the biggest fight for Terence Crawford.
This wasn't the first time Tyson spoke highly of Crawford. He has often described him as a dynamic fighter who would achieve far more against Canelo than William Skull did in their uneventful clash. About Tyson compared to a long-distance run rather than a true boxing contest on that forgettable morning in Riyadh. By contrast, Tyson stressed that Terence Crawford has consistently proven himself as one of the sport's most versatile talents. He's going to be extremely successful. Great success, Tyson said, before expanding on what sets Crawford apart. Terence Crawford's success comes from his unmatched versatility inside the ring.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. Big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. It ain't no just.
Crawford's ability to seamlessly switch between orthodox and southpaw stances makes him a nightmare for opponents, creating angles, causing confusion, and exposing weaknesses. This rare skill set allows him to adapt to any fighting style while capitalizing on mistakes. Adding to that, Crawford's blistering speed, both in his hands and his feet, stands among the very best in boxing, enabling him to unleash rapid combinations and slip away from danger with ease that, in a recent interview with Fight Hype, Mike Tyson underlined this point. Crawford all day, every day. He might stop him. I'm rarely wrong, Tyson said, leaving no doubt about where his confidence lies.
Anticipation, the weight differences too.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a great fight. I got Crawford by stoppage, and I known him since he was a little kid. 12 years old. So to see him now fighting for a title with this big fight, it's a great experience. Great to see.
Last question for me then.
When asked how Crawford could win, Tyson didn't hesitate. Knockout. The bold prediction was consistent with Iron Mike's reputation for fearless forecasts. Crawford's confidence, Tyson explained, comes from his polished skill set and the way he capitalizes on opponents who fade in the later rounds. Tyson stressed that Crawford's versatility, his ability to switch stances and box effectively both ways, would be crucial. He's going to box him. He can fight two ways. He's going to trick him in the late rounds, Tyson said, pointing out Canelo's moments of vulnerability when outboxed. Echoing this sentiment, Edgar Berlanga, who shared the ring with Canelo in 2024, believes Crawford has the tools to shock the world, but warned that the weight difference could still play a decisive role.
What is boxing? Where you at? Where you at? Come here. Where you at? Let me see.
Knock him down. How do you think this is possible by Crawford style?
He gonna box him. He can fight both ways. He gonna trick him up. You know, one thing Canelo showed is that he can be outboxed. But I think this time in the late rounds, you know.
In a recent interview with Battle Hub TV, the Chosen One was direct and confident about his prediction for the fight. When asked who he believed would win, Edgar Berlanga didn't hesitate. He picked the American. Crawford, in my opinion, has what it takes, Berlanga said.
My mentality, like soon as I see this dude, he come in the room, while I come in the room, we start arguing about basketball, wrestling, anything, bro. Like, man, you can't, man, you looking small. What you mean I'm looking small? You looking small. Like, it's just that, like, you gotta.
Canelo, there are a lot of rumors that fight might happen.
You know, at the end of the day, they're two great pound-for-pound fighters, and if they feel like, you know, it makes sense and they want to fight each other, stylistically, it's a great fight. But, you know, Canelo, he's a big dude. And I think it'd be hard for anyone to beat him.
Although Berlanga was clearly outclassed by Canelo in their 2024 showdown, he showed no hesitation in backing Crawford's chances. He emphasized that Crawford must rely on his intelligence and prove why he is the undisputed champion across two divisions. Still, the New York fighter was candid about the toughest obstacle ahead, acknowledging that the weight difference remains the biggest challenge Crawford will face.
It's a shot from Canelo. One of those uppercuts from Gia or those...
He could get dropped, or he feels it enough to be like, fuck this, I'm boxing. And goes on the bicycle and turns southpaw for the rest of the night. And I wouldn't blame.
A big jump in weight can make all the difference. It's like me moving up to heavyweight, Berlanga explained. Even so, he stood firmly behind Crawford, adding, if he loses, at least we'll all know he dared to be great. He's pushing himself, and that's what matters. And that's all for now, fight fans. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest boxing news, updates, and exclusive moments. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss our high-quality coverage. Until next time, stay tuned.